Yeah, welcome. The video you're about to see is basically about how to learn anything online, and I recorded this video sometimes in January, but because I was a perfectionist, I did not upload them. Now I'm trying to make it a better video by adding this extra explanation up to it. Yep. So let's start. Have you ever tried to develop a new skill on your own and you feel like it is very difficult, or you think you cannot do that by yourself? Well, I can categorically tell you that you feel that way because you are doing it the wrong way. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. But before I start, let me point out some mistakes we all make. Don't see YouTube videos. If you want to learn a new skill, seeing YouTube video is not the first approach, because if proper care is not taken, it will only confuse you and make the whole learning process a very complex one. So let's start from the beginning. There are 3 steps to learning a skill.
You have to break down the complex skills you are trying to learn.
That is the deconstruction process. And the second step is the education process. And then we have the last step, which is the elimination of every distraction. Now let's start with the first step, the deconstruction process. That is breaking down the complex structure of the skill you are trying to learn into its simpler units.
The best advisable way for you to do this is actually to find someone that is so good at what you are trying to develop and tell them to help you do it. But if you do not see anybody, I have my own method of approaching it. It is not really legal, but that's how I have actually been doing it. I go online, search for courses and write out their courses contents, like the outline of their courses, and that is what I will use. Or sometimes you can browse Google, and sometimes you can get to download a book that talks about the new skills you are trying to develop and follow the procedure that is in that book, or follow the method of like let's say the scheme of learning in that book. And yeah, the moment you are done with that, you are done with the first stage of learning a new skills, which is to deconstruct the complex skill.
Now let's proceed to the second step, which is the education process. This basically involves consumption of knowledge about the skill you are trying to learn, i.e. the tactical knowledge.
And tactical knowledge is only gained by practice sessions. And yeah, thank God we all know this. Practice is what brings about perfection. Is that true? No, because effective practice is actually what brings about progressive perfection. So you get, it is not just practice makes perfect. Most of us actually make these mistakes too. Like we think we have to practice that. No, that is not how it is. If you know how to get yourself into this kind of deliberate, effective practice session, you don't need that 10,000 hours practice time that we talk about. Yes, that's it. You don't need it. And effective practice session is different from repetition. Repetition is what we are all used to, like doing the same thing, expecting different results. How is that possible? You cannot learn new things by repetition. You can only learn new things by deliberate practice session. So the third step is elimination of any form of distraction, and this is as important as every other two. And never forget that each of these steps are meant to be in that arrangement. So talking about distraction is just way too beyond shutting down your phone, or probably shutting your door, or probably getting to work in an environment whereby people are not much. We are in a world whereby we are so overwhelmed into distraction that distraction itself is coming to us. Like we are not meeting distraction again. Distraction is coming to us. There are sometimes you sit alone in your room just to read, and before you know it, a kind of thought will just come to your head. That is, sometimes you can be a source of distraction. So just to solve this problem of distraction, I have narrowed everything down into just a statement, which is doing the right thing at the right time. Set out a particular time to practice. Set out a particular time to learn a new thing about your skills, and do not entertain any form of excuses or any form of thoughts that comes to your head. Just focus on that, do it, and the moment you are done, you can actually get to welcome every other ones that will be popping up. And yeah, that is all about this video. So that is going to be the end of this video. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you think this video is a little bit helpful to you, make sure you share it to more of your friends. Thank you once again. I really appreciate your audience. Do not forget to like, share, comment your opinion about it, and I'm going to see you in another video. Peace out.